New numbers show California is getting a boost in population, with some of the fastest growing areas being right here in the Central Valley.
However, some economists are pouring cold water on the growth. Eyewitness News reporter Will Silverstein joins us now and tells us why. Will?
Well, Rochelle, we cannot get away from the tariff war. That's what it is. This combined uncertainty on the border as well, a lack of needed infrastructure, those all raise eyebrows from the experts. But before our serious evaluation begins, let's take a look at that data showing Kern County's growing population. You can take a look right here and you can see Bakersfield tops that list with nearly 5,000 people added, Shafter with more than 1,000 people growing in that city, Tehachapi up 300, as is McFarland, and the whole state of California there as a whole, as you can see, increasing by 108,000 people. Now, Bakersfield, we think about the city of Bakersfield, we think about Kern County, and we think about that wide distance between the Grapevine. In between there are warehouses. That community with those growing new built warehouses could be feeling the brunt of tariffs.
Every day there's a different story about a different tariff rate or about a different exemption.
Tariffs are everywhere. They are in the grocery stores, hardware stores, and car dealerships. Now they may be affecting future population growth in Kern County. Cal State Bakersfield economist Dr. Richard Gearhart says tariffs may stunt the building of more warehouses and big box outlets between the foot of the Grapevine and the city of Bakersfield. The signs slowing shipments into Southern California's bays.
You're starting to see port traffic dry up. For instance, the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles have announced that starting next week, container traffic will drop by about 44%.
And as far as those north of the border neighbors, a new election keeping the Liberal Party in charge of Canada may mean continued consternation on trade for the American government.
I don't anticipate any reduction in the hostility between the United States and Canada anytime soon. And you're already starting to see these upstream input cost rises for home building, commercial building, industrial building here in Kern County.
Getting away from the White House, new economic data shows California has the fourth largest economy in the world, supplanting Japan in that rank.
It's growing, and that's naturally bringing demand for labor.
Fellow economist Dr. Gertje Soidemir says California has several positives for boosts in labor. For one, it may be a more inviting state for immigrants than fellow border states.
California might be seen as a better place to live, a safer place to live from the standpoint of immigrants. And of course, we're talking about legal immigrants here.
But overregulation remains a worry, especially if new roads, bridges, and housing are not built fast enough for a growing population.
There's certain things that needs to be done. Infrastructure, for example. Infrastructure has to be better in California to be able to sustain that population growth.
All right, so we talked about that warehouse area between Bakersfield and Grapevine to the south of Bakersfield. Professor Gearhart also sees the potential for troubles ahead for farm worker city populations. Find out why at 6 p.m. For now, Will Silverstein, Eyewitness News.